Hey guys, and welcome back to Home Reviews. In this video, we're looking at a Nugget Ice Maker by Newair. Now, this is something I've been wanting for a very long time. We have parties over here all the time for holidays, have friends over here, family over here, and the problem we always have is not enough of ice. And so this is something we've been needing for a long time. Won't have to go down the store and keep buying ice anymore. And in fact, it says here, it can create new ice in just 10 minutes. So I'm excited about this. This here is the model number of this one. If you want to check it out, I'll put the link below the video. But it creates up to 30 pounds of ice per day. It has a self-cleaning function, and it also has an automatic water line if you want to use it. If you don't, it also has a water tank, and you can just refill that, which is what I will be doing myself. Unfortunately, where my water line is that goes to my sink and my fridge, I just don't have room to put this. So I'm just going to have to use the tank and just refill it with water whenever I need more ice, which really isn't going to be that big of a deal. And so if you like that smaller nugget type ice, like you can see there, like you get in restaurants, that's what this makes. So I'm excited to get this thing unboxed. I'm excited to get some water put in it and just see how fast we can have ice made in this. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get this unboxed and then we'll take a better look at it. So I got this box out of that one and I'm going to unwrap this one now. Okay, so I got the straps taken off of that, and you can see this box here actually just lifts straight up off of here, which is nice. And then you have your little ice box here. So let me go ahead and get this foam out of the way, get the plastic out of the way, but you can see how well and wrapped this is, which makes it a lot more secure during transport and moving. So we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of this taken off here. Okay, so we got all the wrapping off of it. You can see the top of it's just a little bit wet. I'm just assuming where they had tested it out before they packaged it up and shipped it, and they just didn't get everything 100% dry. This is actually common, especially if you've ever got a dishwasher or anything else before. So I'm gonna wipe that down a little bit here in a second. But there's inside of it, and you can see you got a little basket here. You got your water lines if you want to use that. And let me go ahead and get this cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and get it plugged up. I'm going to read through the manual just a little bit. Guys, remember, when you get something like this or anything, you should always read the manual before you jump into it. And so I'm going to look through here just to make sure that I get everything set up properly with this before I start making ice. And then we'll see if this thing really does make ice in about 10 minutes. Okay, so I've got this thing all cleaned up now. I got it plugged in. And you have your water line here if you want to hook it up to an actual water line. You can see the back of this where you would plug that in back here. These here are to drain. So once you need to drain this after using it, you can just take these off, these little plugs, hold it down in your sink and let it drain out. Now this unit itself weighs, I think, around 35 pounds. So it is just a little bit heavy, but it is small enough. So if you're going to some kind of a party, you could actually take this with you and then fill it up with water, and it would start making ice in no time. So right here you can see this is the basket that catches all the ice. So the way this works is you're going to take out your basket, and you can see down there a max line. So this is where you're going to pour your water in, and what it's going to do is it's going to take that water and it's going to keep cycling it through here, and it's going to come out here until it starts freezing into these little ice nuggets. Then when it does, it's going to be falling in this basket. But you do have a nice little scoop here to get the ice out of the basket. Now up near the top, you may notice these two little black sensors. That sensors, whenever the ice gets full, it'll automatically shut off, so you don't have to worry about it overfilling. But as you continue to use ice and it drops down, it will see that and it will continue making ice. So you should always have a full basket of ice as long as you have water in the bottom to make the ice with. So I'm going to go ahead and get this filled with water, and then we're going to go ahead up here and get this started by hitting the power button. You'll notice there are a few other buttons here. We're going to talk about those in just a minute, but this is the ice button here. So once you have water in this and you turn the power button on, this will glow solid when it's starting to make ice. All right, so you can see I have this filled up almost to the max line. I'm going to grab my basket. I want to set it in there just like that. Close our lid. And then we can hit our power button. Here it kick on. We have a solid light, which means it is starting to work. So we're going to give it a few minutes here and see what happens. All right, so this has been running for just about a minute, and you can already see that water is now starting to cycle through it. So once it starts getting cold enough in the back, we're going to start seeing ice falling out. All right, so while that continues to run through, I just wanted to explain what these buttons do here. So this here just lights up to let you know that it's running and it's in the process of making ice. This is your power button. This is your clean button. So if you hold it down for a couple seconds, what's going to happen? This light's going to kick on and it's going to tell you that it's in cleaning mode. This light will turn on if your water level is low, and this light turns on when your ice basket is full. So it's been probably just a little over 10 minutes and I heard something. So I looked in here and already it is starting to drop ice in the ice maker. So I was really concerned about that. You know, on the box it says ice in as little as 10 minutes. Really? It's starting it and it's only been just a little over 10 minutes. So I am very impressed with that and excited to know that by the time I have dinner tonight, I'm going to have a box full of ice. In fact, from what I heard, it takes about 4 hours to fill it all the way, which still isn't that bad at all. Now, if you decide to pick up one of these for yourselves, I'm going to put the link below, but remember too, it's got a couple cards here. It's got one where you can register your product. Be sure to do that. And secondly, they have all their contact information on here, including a phone number. So if you do need to call them for any additional help, they are there for that. And we can see more ice dropping in the bucket as we speak. And one thing I love about this machine is it makes the soft, chewable ice. So if you can't eat the bigger pieces of ice because they're so hard and crunchy, these are the softer types that you get in really nice restaurants. And that's why I'm so excited for this to get filled up by this evening. So I just wanted to show you guys what this looks like after it makes the ice. So you can see here, and you can see it is making more ice right now. And this is the type of ice it makes. So far it is it's working very well and we're happy with it. Anyways, that's it for this review. If you guys like these types of reviews of odd and end products from my home, things that I do inside and outside, please subscribe to my channel, and then I'll see you in the next video.